really that bad? I think so. Hey guys, Steven Snow, and welcome to another edition of Steven Saturdays. Hey guys, Steven Snow, and we're going to take a little bit of a serious turn in this vlog. I recently I watched a couple of videos, and it had involved with the Columbine massacre shooting that happened in 1999. And I also watched the video on bullying, the Amanda Todd video, and also read an article about the Sandy Hook shooting that happened 2 years ago. And I wanted to make this vlog just a single opinion on what I perceive as bullying, what I think could be done about bullying. I want to really just send a message out to YouTube, to everyone out there, just to say, from a personal victim of bullying and depression and everything like that. We're going to start off with the video of Amanda Todd. Amanda Todd was, I think, a 15-year-old girl who was severely bullied due to the fact that she had made mistakes with a man online, posting pictures of herself nude to him, sending it to him, and the man betraying her, sending it to everyone in her school, which basically caused her whole high school, her whole life really to change. She got seriously bullied throughout high school. She was picked on. She was even physically abused by, teenagers. And, it's like basically her whole trust was just destroyed by this one man. Her friends didn't do anything. Her friends actually left her. Just stopped being friends. She lost all her respect, all her friends, and eventually, after everything that happened, she finally just took her own life. And this falls in the category of what's going on in her mind, basically. I've been bullied throughout my entire life, mainly because of how I was born with a birth defect and everything, and how I talk, and how I look and everything. Sometimes severely, sometimes to the point where depression and suicide were in my head. But I learned to bypass that, and I learned to, like I said, learning from those experiences made me stronger as an individual. It made me express myself more. And I feel like that's where YouTube came into place, where when I'm starting on YouTube, it just was like a scapegoat and a good way to express my my feelings on YouTube, and just be myself and not worry about any precautions. And even though, yes, there is cyberbullying and there are all those other effects, we can still, you're still expressing who you are and who you want to be. You're in high school or any part of your life, you're going to go through a dark tunnel, and it's going to seem like that dark tunnel is going to go on forever. But there's always a light at the end. It might be far, it might be close, but there's always going to be a light at the end. And what a lot of people are doing is that they just stop the car. You know what I mean? They stop the car, and they're just sitting in the darkness. They're not moving. They're not going forward. They're sitting in the darkness, and they're letting the darkness consume them. When in the end, there's going to be nothing at all, and they're just going to be consumed by the darkness and eventually take their own life. But a lot of people should know that they need to keep going through the tunnel. They need to keep going until they hit the light at the end. Once they hit that light, then everything is just going to be blossomed, basically. It's going to feel like a light has been, your whole world is basically brighter, everything. Everything's just brighter and clearer, and everything that happened to you will eventually, it will be still in your mind, but you will be looking back and remembering that I'm stronger because of that. I'm stronger because of those experiences. And I feel like a lot of people should get to that. And what people can do to help, if they know someone that's being bullied, or if they're bullying someone, that bullies are divided basically, but mainly they all have the same they all have the same thing that's happening to them. They don't feel good about themselves. People who bully other people a lot of times don't feel good about themselves. Or there's some problems with them, either emotionally or physically, or coming back out with family. There's always something wrong with the bullies. And people who are being bullied also, they need support. And it doesn't always necessarily have to be with teachers or with parents or people like that, or other adults. It could be with friends. A lot of problems are people who are being bullied or are bullied don't have friends, or they have a lot of friends but aren't like the ones that they need. And I think a lot of people need to do is just stand up for the little guy and meet new people. And if you view a different person based on how they look, how they speak, how what they are, what they like, you're not. You're just basically judging based on opinions rather than facts. And the fact is that we all are imperfect. We all are the same. We all live on this earth. We all breathe the same air. We all walk this earth. We all interact. And I think a lot of people are missing that mark, and they're just ignoring rather than acting. What we can do is try to help the victims or the abusers with why they're bullying it. Try to help them and try to understand why they're doing it. Once we understand that, once we have figured out the formula, we can find a cure. And once we find that cure, which may not even be, so it may take 100 years. Once we find that cure, then we can make society a better place. We can make society a better society, and make this world a better place where we can have less suicides and less violence in the world. See, with society, they look for an scapegoat. They look for something to blame it on. Mainly it could be like pop culture, like music, movies, video games. All those things are common things to blame upon when something like this happens. What they should do is really just look at why the person did what they did. Even if they have no motive, there's always something going on that just triggers them into committing this act. They're doing that, and like the society and media is looking at that and saying, "Oh, this is bad. This is why they're doing this." No, it's not that. They should be looking at what's going on what's going on with them. Why did they do this? What was their motive? Could this be triggered by something that happened at school or at home? They're not looking at that, and that's what I think society should do. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you think of bullying, what you think could be solved by bullying, or what you think could be solved by mass shootouts, shootings, anytime. I want to thank and bless the people from Columbine High School, Amanda, Todd, and the children who lost their lives in Sandy Hook shooting. I want to just memorial them and God, and to bless their families and the friends who lost their lives. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you next Saturday.